Well, they don't want to be forced into fighting anybody. Again, I think there's a deeply pacifist aspect to post-World War II Japan, in that its primary tools of dealing with conflict are diplomacy, overseas development aid, compromise, and again working with the United States and countries with similar interests to try and de-incentivize aggressive states or expansive states from doing what they're doing. Would they fight alongside the United States? I think, Adam, it depends on what is the fight. If it's over the Philippines, I'm not so sure. If Okinawa was attacked, I think Japan would have to defend itself alongside the U.S. But it's a little bit more complicated than I think. Okay. Just do we fight with the U.S.? Remember, Japan has this pacifist constitution. It's called Article 9. It's given up the right to use force as an instrument of foreign policy. And even the recent security changes in Japan back in 2015, allowing for collective defense, are only that collective defense defending the U.S. is only under certain circumstances. So in a sense, I think President Trump's view that there's some incongruencies with the U.S.'s commitment to defending Japan and vice versa, and that this needs to be more ironed out. But fortunately, I think Japanese political leaders and those in the security establishment understand these problems, and they're trying to work through it, but they need to get the public on that side. And I think Russia's invasion of the Ukraine, North Korea's launching of ICBMs, and of course China's assertive behavior across the Taiwan Strait, in and around the Senkaku Islands, and its assertive behavior in the South China Sea has all been fuel for the fire, I think, in terms of making Japanese people understand how serious security concerns are. And as a result, back in 2022, the new national security strategy, which is now an old national security strategy, committed to doubling defense spending by 2027 to 2% of GDP, which is a lot if you're thinking about Japan. That's about $120 billion. It still pales in comparison to China, that's spending about $250 billion a year, at least. We that's the official numbers. But still, it's a big jump from the Japanese perspective.